We have one last day of heat and we are tracking the next 24 hours of intense fire behavior. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mackenzie Lake here to break down the next 24 to 48 hours for you, and we'll talk a little bit more about our weekend. So we're watching out for those receptive fire fuels, critically dry conditions, humidity values expected down into about 10 to 15% yet again, and we're also looking at heat that is close to advisory level for these interior portions. Let's first talk about our fire behavior. So over the last 24 hours or so, firefighters have focused all of their containment efforts really into the northern portion of the fire near the Wazna Valley. Well, this continues to be a problem area as we have a lot of exceptionally dry brush and some grassy areas that this fire is running into. Winds are also helping to fuel this northern portion of the fire, and I think containment efforts really focus on this northern portion. With my fire hotspot here, you can just pick up on how intense this fire is to start the morning. If you've been keeping an eye and tracking this fire with me over the last few days, well, the southern portions are actually not nearly as hot as we've seen, especially early on in the morning. Well, take a look here. We also had an explosive fire building down in Ventura County yesterday. This is called the Canyon Fire. 0% containment as of early this morning, but we're looking close to about 5,000 acres. As far as our heat signatures, doesn't look to be burning that hot early this morning, but I do think air quality is going to be a big problem for Ventura County and even closer to Camarillo as well. Here's our humidity to start out the morning. We didn't rebound very well. We're still sitting at 38% in Coyama, 22% humidity in Fraser Park, and only 42% there in Ojai. As mentioned, my forecast calls for 10 to 15% humidity, and even that's being generous. Wind speeds to start the morning, a light breeze for the entire area, so I do think this morning should be pretty good conditions for that containment efforts to go underway. As we track into the weekend, well, the high pressure system that's been causing all of this warm and dry air over the last few days finally breaks down just a little bit. We'll have some stronger onshore flow, and that means a little bit more marine clouds. That means cooling trend in our temperatures and beautiful weather for us. Here's a look at your farmers market forecast. We actually dropped back down to average. We're sitting at sunny and 76, a little bit of smoke and haze in the air from all of the fires that we have burning around us, and again, one of the biggest ones in our backyard. Here's our temperatures for the day. So we're kicking off the weekend with just one more day of heat. 81 in Santa Barbara and Montecito. It is toasty the further inland that you are, so I'm still calling for 99 over in Coyama, but the beaches look really pleasant. 60s, a few 70s out here. No other watches and warnings, and winds look to be prevailing around 10 to 15 miles per hour, so not nearly as blustery as the last few days. 75 in Avila Beach, 82 in San Luis Obispo, toasty up in Paso Robles sitting at 96 degrees. Overnight lows will drop down into the 50s and 60s. Be aware of air quality, especially if you're in Ventura County, as we have both of these fires bringing in some of that smoke, haze, and ash. Happy Friday, stay safe, and have a good weekend.